Welcome back. Another map in your move. Today we're talking about one of the hottest areas in Houston, Texas.
The hottest.
That would be Katy, Texas. And we're going to really focus in on Elyson. Elyson is a master plan community that is just, ignited as of late. And it's got a lot of new things going on. In fact, there's things you didn't know about Elyson. There's going to be new school zones. Some of it may zone you over into Cypress ISD. There's actually a few new builders coming, Toll Brothers, y'all. We're going to show you on the map where that is. Plus, they have some of the newest schools in Houston, and they're all open. So we're really going to break down Elyson. This may be one of your last opportunities to have an actual lifestyle master plan community in Katy, Texas, with all the building going on. So a lot of opportunity there, plus tons and tons of inventory and deals, and there's just so much going on there. And this is going to be a video you don't want to miss. But we do this every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. We do map in your move, so we break down every suburb, every city, every master plan community in so much detail. It's going to help you to not only find places you'll like to live, but places you might hate living, so you can rule those out. But JoJo,
what you got, Jackson?
Elyson master plan community.
Yep.
It says Katy, Texas, but it's a little bit north of Katy, but it's in a hot zone, man.
However, it's still Katy, Texas.
That's right. Katy ISD. New schools.
Everywhere has its start, and it started on the other side of the freeway, but here we are now, and this is where it's at. Yeah,
for sure. So the other side of the freeway is really big. We've talked about this multiple times. We're going to jump on the map now and show you where it's at, all of the new things that are coming there. There is some really cool stuff coming to that area, and then we're going to break down the map too, showing you just inside this master plan community what's going on. Plus, we're going to do what we do every week. JoJo's going to get us exclusive access in the MLS, man. Show you the real numbers out there. So
that's like drinking water to me, Jackson.
Drinking water, man, daily. Hey, look at that. My main man JoJo got that map going today.
We got the map. We're right here in the dead center Target right here.
Yep.
Not Target store, but this is Houston.
Hey, but they got a big Target over there.
They do. That's a matter of fact. So here's downtown Houston.
Yep.
And from downtown Houston, you would go down I-10.
Yep.
Westbound.
West. We're working with JoJo in his directions.
Yes, going all the way out. Yep. Okay. So right here, it's on the 99. That is a toll road. However, it's such a pleasure to drive on there. It's one of the most used ones we use going around to all these suburbs.
Yep, and even just daily life. I mean, I'm on that weekly for sports and for everything. It just gets you everywhere. And so,
it gets you everywhere. And just so you know, when you guys come into town or our clients come into town to tour and they're in a rental car, opt for just a little tip. Opt for the service to pay, for the toll road, and don't get the bill afterwards, because you are going to pay a toll out here.
Is that with like the rental car agency? They do that.
Yes.
So hey,
because I recently left to Florida, and I was like, okay, do I get the toll or not? I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Well, now you're coming to our backyard, so I'll tell you yes.
Yeah. So do get the toll tags. You will go through those. You don't have to stop or anything, but they'll reach out and get you. But real quick, JoJo, 99 is where basically everything new is happening.
It's where everything new is happening. You have all the corridor of going up to I-10, that little cross section, cross section right over here. And we've talked about that before. So this is what I call the cross section of I-10 and 99. That's where you see the Cinemark, the Andretti. Yep. More importantly, this is functional use, is the Costco. So forth, Academy Sports. So this is basically a major hub, and it's not too far away. As we travel down on 99, we're going to go to Freeman Road.
Yep, got it. There it is. Just up one more.
One more. And so right here, as you see Freeman Road, this is right here. You would go out the outbound of 99 again.
Yep.
And so that's where all the major commercial construction is. As you've seen throughout the years, we went out there when it was just dirt, telling people, hey, they have a projected, they're going to build it out.
Yep.
Every time we go out there, it keeps getting built more. And I say that because with you, we go out and video.
Yep.
We and the team are out there constantly, but you really get to see the difference when we go out there, because we go out there maybe, videoing maybe twice a year. 3 times a year.
It's pretty surprising how fast it grows. And if you want to just hover your cursor, it says EOS Fitness, but that would be kind of like the far, kind of like west side of it. That whole where that roundabout is,
Right here, yes.
Yeah, I mean that whole section now, guys. You zoom in, you can see how they've kind of divided it all. But that's going to be a ton of just retail, shopping.
Yeah, you can see it now from the freeway. But yes, definitely got an EOS gym. They're even building on the other side where you see the Chick-fil-A, Whataburger, Jersey Mike's.
Got to have the Whataburger.
There's the Target right there. This little empty space right over here is going to be the projected HEB.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus. We love that.
Yeah, and you're talking about self-sustained master plan community.
Yeah.
Everything you would need. Yep, right there. Do me a favor real quick. Zoom out like all the way to where you can see Cypress and Katy, because the other relevant part of this is you're kind of in the best of both worlds. You're kind of smack dab in the middle of it.
Yeah. So I'm zoomed out a little bit just so we can kind of see the subdivision names.
Yep.
So over here on the east side of 99.
That would be the east. Good job.
Yes, correct. So the east side of 99 is Cypress.
Yes.
And then so if you move along all through basically this little piece all through here, you start at Bridgeland. Mm-hmm. You have Dunham Point over here off of the freeway, and then you move on all the way on over to Freeman Road, and you have Mason Woods.
I got you.
Which is right over here. So, I mean, that is pretty neat, and that's why there's a small section that's going to be built. We'll talk about that too. That's going to be zoned to Cypress ISD.
Yeah, and
it's not a lot. It's just a really handful of homes at the end of the day.
But if that's a goal of somebody, to get some new construction, be in this new community,
if we just speak to one person that's like, hey, I was looking for that and I really needed to be in there, it's prime opportunity to call us and keep an eye on that for when they open them sections up. Yep.
So the other thing too, we won't go too much into detail, but just north of Elyson, where Bridgeland is, you're going to have, and it's actually the new section of Bridgeland on the west side of 99.
Yeah, right here.
But right there, right there is going to be another massive area. Shopping. They're going to try and emulate the woodlands. So you're talking restaurants and lakes and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really cool there.
I mean, and all this is not even a 10-minute drive.
It's super close.
Let's just call it 15 minutes in either direction to have a future projected town center in Cypress. Mm-hmm. And then the other direction, you have all of Katy has to offer.
Well, let's zoom back down to Elyson. And while we're getting there, tell me, we've had a lot of clients reach out and you've toured Elyson. What are some of the thoughts or what do they say about it? They just love Katy. They love the opportunity of new construction, what it's got going.
They just love everything about it. It's the convenience, but more importantly, it's because it's a nice, massive master plan community. Thousands of acres. I think 760 acres of it is, the green space and everything else, the lakes and the parks and everything else. So people love that.
Yeah.
And people want the sports courts. They want the activities going on in the community. And more importantly, the best builders around the suburbs.
Yeah. And they have, they got model homes there.
I was doing a little bit of research and it's not 100% accurate because it could be somewhere between 36, but somewhere around that 30 to 36% of residents moving into Elyson are not from this area.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the other portion of that is local. So you're seeing a lot of local people that do love that area as well and trust it.
Yeah, and there's probably a sense too of the brand new schools there and they're Katy ISD, and people are like, give me all of that.
Yeah.
So really, what we can do too, I think what portrays a better picture, if you want to hop over to the Elyson map, the community map, unless you had something else to say.
No, that's good right here. So here we are on the community map.
Yeah. This paints a really good picture of kind of what's going on, where the building's happening, the future growth, all of that.
So I'll come over here, Jackson, to the backside.
Yeah.
It all started right up here up front.
Yep.
And this was the original pool area, just so you know, where, it got its name. It had the restaurant. It has the workout gym. Right here in this little back lawn is where they had their concerts and community events. And the original elementary school was right here.
Yep.
And as they built that out, we started doing video on this side right here where this was where all the row of model homes were.
Yeah.
Once that got built, well, as a matter of fact, back here in the backside where these lakes are, that's where the walking trails and everything else, and that's where we were, in the playground walking and talking about it on one of our last vlogs this past year.
One of the sickest basketball courts I've seen.
Yes, that was it.
And it's crazy. Yeah, a lot of that was dirt just not too long ago. And guys, the when you drive through this community now, it feels like it's like matured. There's bridges over the lakes. There's immaculate walking trails around the lakes and people active everywhere. It's really cool.
So this past week when we were out in the community,
Right.
this is where the row of model homes were that we walked.
Yeah.
And so all this area is all the new development back here in the back, and up here is all the established.
Yeah.
So the orange is all the stuff that's being built.
For sure. Now we've got some really large brown spots, one smaller brown spot, but what's
Right here, little brown spot.
Little brownie.
So that is the new elementary school. It's complete and in service now.
And let me tell you, it ain't little.
It's not little.
That thing is
It's massive.
Massive. Holy moly. And I think some of our drone footage even shows, because we didn't pop over there the other day, but it shows it being built. But it is done. There
is a video where you got out of the car, I believe, and you walked it during that point because we were on the street, and you were looking at that. It was fenced up and everything while it was in process.
But if they're seeing that footage, just know now that it does not look like that now. It is in session. We're in the end of August 25, and those kids are in that school. It's good to go. And then right there to the west, you have those massive areas. That's going to be that's your other schools.
Yes. So this big old land right here.
Yep.
It's your high school and middle school. So this is amazing. It's Katy ISD as well. They have, this whole piece is zoned to the ISD, to the school district.
Yeah.
And so this is great. And there's more future development over here. So you have more future development. Yep. And look at this little spot right here with the lake. Is that just
we got the lago, baby?
That is a lagos. And that's what's really nice. It's just picturesque out in Elyson community. They've taken a lot of pride, done a lot of great work in developing this community. So right here in this little space, Jackson, you said it earlier on the intro.
Oh, man.
This is going to be the Toll Brothers.
Toll Bros, baby.
Yes. So someone's looking for that reputation and that little bit more luxury feel to it, that you're going to be able to have the opportunity to purchase in there as well. Stay tuned for that. Reach out, because the minute they release it, we are going to be calling our clients who have asked us for it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I just want to do a reminder while he talks about that. This is the kind of insight that we have on not only Elyson, but every master plan community that is in Houston and coming to Houston. We've got a list of communities that are going to start being released as well. So whenever you have that inkling of an area and you're looking for something new, not whatever it is, a certain builder, a certain school district, a certain style of home, those are the things that we are up to date on. And these sales reps are calling us daily saying, hey guys, come on out, show this. So we're really up to date on that. That is our contact information right there. Email, phone number, days, nights, weekends. We love when you guys call. In fact, we were out at Elyson. There was a couple that was about year and a half, 2 years out, and they're just like, we just thought we'd come look around, and we didn't want to bug you guys yet, but that's what we do. We want to plug you guys into the system. We can help plan. I mean, they were going from Sugarland to Katy it's huge. It's massive. We really want to make that enjoyable. So make sure you reach out no matter what stage you are in moving to Houston. But JoJo, anything else on that? Oh yeah, we got a super important announcement east of what is it? Peak Road, yeah,
Peak Road and Freeman Road, which you come in off of from the 99.
Yep.
And the announcement there is we did a vlog of the community again. We were out there by this massive Compass Lake right here.
Yep.
Well, and then you saw the Harmony School of Excellence, Katy, as well. We did that vlog at the beginning of the year. Well, right in between it, sandwiched right there, and it's not tiny, but that's where they're going to have that new community zone to Cyfair Independent School District.
Gotcha.
And the two builders that are going to be out there is David Weekley Homes and the one we just featured, Brookfield Homes out there is going to be absolutely stunning.
Yeah, so an opportunity for anybody.
And they're building some refreshed plans out there too. Never seen before. That's
actually unique. They have some brand new plans. We've been loving what
they're like. We just drew up some new architectural plans. We have not released it out to the public yet.
But JoJo
we're excited to see it because when we walk it, you're walking it with us fresh.
Yep. So subscribe so that you guys never miss any of that. But kind of a rare opportunity to be in Cyfair School District, but right there in the Elyson Master Plan community, which is really cool. It will be just kind of a smaller section. Do you know anything or heard about those Harmony schools? It looks like it's K through 12. Is it like a private?
Yeah, it's a semi-private school. I don't know a whole lot about them either, So it's an option for people to put their kids into there as well.
Yep. But again, when you see that multiple elementary schools, the high schools, the junior highs, and then there's a whole nother section up to the north, but you have K through 12 Harmony schools.
We've had a lot of clients move out here, and they've just plugged them into the public schools afterwards. And, so far, so good.
I mean, Katy ISD, brand new schools. I couldn't imagine it not being the best. But real quick, too, if we want, we can pull up really some of the MLS and a lot of the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, so we always like to pull up the MLS. We want to get a feel for the different between resale and new construction out there. Mind you, this is a massive community, so you're going to see a lot of homes. Altogether, there are roughly 159 homes on the MLS.
Gotcha.
And even though a portion of those are going to be new construction, it doesn't mean it's everything that's out there. They just push some products out there, but the inventory sheet that we have, there's more homes than there is on the MLS.
There was actually kind of a shocking amount of inventory, not only available, but coming soon in the next, the Septembers, the Octobers. And we talked, it was kind of cool. We had a conversation with a sales rep at the almost the beginning. I think it was Joe for Ravenna Homes, and he's like, we sold so many at the beginning of the year, January, February, which is not typical, that it is going to open up a bunch of inventory come summertime, which is usually when we need it. So I know there's a lot of reports out there and there's everything going on, but hyper local, I remember him telling us that we've sold a lot of stuff January, February, and July, August, September. Those are usually when we have no inventory. Yeah. They have a bunch of product out there, and Elyson is not shy of it.
Right now is the prime opportunity to buy, regardless of what's going on the chatterbox, in the media.
Right.
Reason being is that rates recently went down last week.
Yeah.
And so that's good. Mm-hmm. So moving forward, like they predict, there's several different models from 2 to 4 price drops before the end of the year.
Right.
So anywhere in between that, if that happens, we're going to be looking in the fives, mid fives to upper fives, somewhere around there. We don't know. That's going to really cause this inventory to completely vanish on new construction because they're only getting competitive. And that's why I would say even resale is a good idea to keep an eye out for, because right now we're over 30% inventory from last year.
Yep.
And so right now is a prime opportunity to pick the perfect home, possibly even have a pool with it.
Yeah, the crazy thing was, again, we were having conversations with another sales rep, and we typically ask, hey, they call us with some inventory, some deals, and then we go, hey, what kind of incentive? She goes, well, I just want to let you know that this incentive, it was a lower interest rate. She's like, that's really up until about this week, and everything's going to change, and there is talk, with the Fed, dropping rates.
Yeah.
Mortgage rates don't coincide with that. Mortgage rates could do whatever they want after it, but you have to understand what she said in the manager's meeting that she heard was that even though if they drop points and all that, if those interest rates do come down, some of the incentives you're seeing now with interest rate cuts and all that, they could be going away. So this is a great opportunity. And someone might go, well, why wouldn't I just wait for those rates to drop, instead of getting in now? But I mean, if you can get into a fixed 5.99 or a 4.99, realistically, I don't know if you see us going again crazy low to 4% or 3%.
Yeah, I think you'll be waiting a long time.
Yeah. And
I'll be a silver fox by then.
Silver fox, my man.
Or
silver
in the
JoJo.
box.
But what does that mean for somebody who gets into a rate right now locked in? If it does drop down to 4.5 or something, can they refinance that?
They always can refinance it. There is a seasoning period, but of course you can refinance.
So it's not like they're locked into that for life. If something, a year or two down the road, if it goes below, you have that opportunity to refinance. So
we've been at 7s for quite a while, which, it's not the funnest of times. When I bought a house, it was 8%.
Back in
back in the days.
Back in man.
And it just, I didn't know any different.
Yep.
It's just that's what was in the market, and I looked at my budget and, bought accordingly. So interest rates, they do still have some of those incentives. That is another reason to reach out, because some of these builders are offering, we've seen 3.99s and stuff. It's crazy. And a lot of them are buy downs.
in.
Some are 3-2-1s.
Yep.
I think it's still amazing that regardless of those buy downs, though, some of them are like 5.5 fixed for life after that, or 6.25. It's like, okay, it's still great.
Still great.
Know?
What's a 3-2-1 mean to somebody who wouldn't know?
It just means that it's a step up in interest rate. So the first year it's going to be the lowest. It's like
3.99.
you walk into a building, you're like, oh great, you're giving me 3.25. Well, it's not fixed for life.
Yep.
They're buying that down up front for that person.
Yep.
And then it'll step up to another rate, and then the third one it'll go fixed for life.
And that's not to be confused with like kind of the 08 with the balloon mortgages.
No, those were variable rates, and what happened was, adjustable rates and variable rates, and so people would get in, say for example, at say 4.5%, and then in a few years, it was like it's an ARM. Adjustable rate mortgage.
Yeah.
And so what happened was they would increase so bad. Well, when the lending requirements changed and the appraisal guidelines changed, and they had to use third-party appraisers,
right.
Everybody got screwed at that point, and they couldn't refinance. Houses tanked, and that's kind of what caused that.
Yeah, and the other point to that, which is crazy, you always tell me, is during 08, 09, 10, like really some of the lowest parts of our market, you said Katy was still cooking.
Yeah, Katy was cooking, and I'm telling you that like this ARM and everything I'm talking about, it's not something I read. I was going through it. I was still a licensed real estate agent, selling homes. We all been through, seen our family members. Everybody had them. We had clients that had them. So
yeah, and so just to make this point, we're not talking about adjustable rate with a 3-2-1.
Correct.
And the majority of these mature at like 5.99. So you're still considerably lower than where we're at today.
And that's why you talk to the lender and get complete clarity on it, and that's where people make an informed decision.
Yeah, for sure. But let's move on. And we like to kind of update because we get a lot of, calls about that kind of stuff as well. But JoJo, what's going on in that market?
So here we are in the market, 159 homes, and here in end of not the end, we're in August 2025. Okay, and so let me go into the resale, new construction. I'm going to click no. That drops it down right here to my ticker to 68 matches.
So there's 68
resale homes. Yes.
Wow. Okay. But I forget. We think Elyson is it's just a year or two old. That original section's actually considerably older.
Yeah, so I'll click the map real quick and you'll see where all those are.
Right there.
Most of them are right here in the OG section,
Yeah, click on one of those. Some of those might be almost, I want to say like 8-10 years old, some of them.
Well, it's 2017. You're not too far off.
That feels like just 3 years ago, but it's 8.
In 2 more years, we'll be there.
Man, yeah, so that does differentiate Elyson from a few others. They have this original section there. So you have homes that are 8 years old. It's still a nice home. Jeez.
Yeah, it's the rotunda, it's so forth. I would imagine it has a pool. Yeah,
it does. Let's go.
So just for the price, I figured it did.
Yeah. What size of home? What price?
This home is a 3,500 square foot home. It's a 4-bedroom, 4 full baths, and 1 half bath on a 7,900 square foot lot with a pool. 780 right here. This one's been on the market for quite some time on the reset. We look at all those things as well.
On the what?
So that means they reset the time on it. So
really?
It's at 11, but 295.
Show that. What does that mean?
Well, let's see if I can get back to it, Jackson.
Man, we need the reset.
You want all the lowdown, man. You need to set an appointment with me.
I like to walk in the shoes of our clients. They're like 11, 12 reset.
Yeah, so
it sounds
it's
like
public
a football
information
play.
now. You do see it on the MLS, but what that means is right here, days on market. It says 11, but usually 295 means they've reset it or had it go on and off, and then that's an accumulative days on market.
Yep. So that tells you too that people just they gravitate towards that new construction, right?
Yeah.
But if you want,
and so we have
resale,
like the property archive here. So what you're seeing is it expired here, and then they relisted it, so it reset the days on market.
I got you.
And that's good information people want to know.
Yeah.
Because they go into it saying, okay, well, let's see, are we priced right? We pull the comps. We say, okay, look, here's where it's at. This is where it should be.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes sellers are out of expectation of where it needs to be.
Yeah, and you've been working with a ton of local sellers lately, local Houstonians. This is what you're doing with them, correct?
Correct. And so here we go. 374.9.
Yep.
Again, this one has some days on market. And we've always talked about this. Why do you see see days on market. And that's what I'm saying. You have choices. These are beautiful homes. And a lot of times people are questioning, well, what's wrong with the home? There's nothing wrong with the home. We're just like practically 35% of more inventory than last year. We have the highest level since '07.
Yeah.
And then when you're put it in a community where they're offering all these incentives, rate buy downs,
Right.
and having no deferred maintenance on buying a brand new product in Elyson still years to come, that becomes more appealing right now. And that's what causes these houses to sit there, even though I believe these are great bargains too to go in with.
Yeah. And by great bargain, I mean, is this,
It's bargaining is choice of the home.
Yep.
They've been dropping it a lot. If they haven't dropped, there's negotiation room there.
Yeah.
And then every now and then you get a seller that, hey, they just won't come to reality with it. Maybe they're not motivated. They're testing the market.
Yeah.
And it's not the time to test on the seller side. You're either motivated or not to sell a house, you know?
For sure. Now, if you see these interest rates dip maybe into this year, early next, do you foresee kind of this changing?
Yeah, so this house, it would completely change everything.
Yeah.
You know, we were in that a few years ago, Jackson, during the
crazy.
COVID years,
Yeah.
you know. There was a 2-year run where we would see this house right here, it would fly off the market. You wouldn't see stuff, 70, 80, 90 days. I mean, there was multiple offers immediately.
Immediately, yep. So it is a good opportunity.
I don't think we'll see that kind of rush, but it could get pretty close.
Certain areas
if we have a few rate cuts.
Yeah, certain areas, Katy.
Certain areas like Katy, Cypress, all the areas that we're basically videoing. Cypress, Katy, Sugarland, Conroe, all those areas.
So currently you feel like you could get into some of these homes almost like really at the bottom of that market. And if it does correct, maybe in the next year or so, you would build up a lot of appreciation in that home quicker.
Yeah. I mean, we've never done this before, but let's just put it this way. Let's do 600 to, someone says I have a budget between 600 and 650 and I want a 2-story home. Okay, it's got to be 2,500 plus square feet, right?
Yep.
4 bedrooms plus. And they tell me, okay, let's just say we're looking at new resale. There's only 2 matches in there. So here's a 3,500 square foot home at 615, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. Absolutely gorgeous home.
Sheesh. 3-car?
Yes. So then we would come in, and so it's a 4 full baths.
Yeah.
And it was built in 2020. So now let's go into this same criteria, but look at new construction.
Yeah.
There's 3 matches. That last home was 3,500 square feet. Here's 136. And now you're getting a 5-bedroom, 4 full baths, brand new home. And then so you start comparing, okay, what's the advantage of me getting this home versus the other home for the price? This was $690. They dropped it to $630.
Yep. Yeah.
And then this house was $615. So you're seeing almost for the same stats, you're getting for $615, they dropped it.
Yep.
So you start comparing, okay, which one's better for me to get?
Yep.
$650 right here, a brand new one for 3,000 square feet versus the resale at 3,500 square feet at $620.
Yep.
Go
back and forth.
I mean, there's a good deal. Possibly you can go in there and negotiate even more. It's a resale home. Might have a pool.
Might have a pool. That's a $100K band right there.
Yep.
Yep. Really cool to see the back end here, to get that.
Yeah, so here's the 3436. It's $650. You saw the resale again. Beautiful resale home, curb appeal wise, for $615.
Yeah.
And it's 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, that's the difference.
Definitely. All right, well, let's go back and show some of the, median home. And actually, there was a lot of really nice homes in that 450 to 550 range.
Yeah, let's go in there, new construction.
Yep.
And I just did not clear that out. Let me clear it out for you here. 91 homes.
91.
And then we always go into here and we look at the lowest price house in the neighborhood, which is $335 on new construction.
Okay.
3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. It's probably one of those Chesmars. Yep, right here it is, a Chesmar.
And that's brand new, $335, single family home.
Yep, single family home, $335, clean.
Yeah.
A lot of people said, I just need a clean home. I want to move in.
Yep.
And this does it.
It's got tile floors.
And then we'll go into a middle tier. And what is a middle tier? I would say, about, lower 5s. We were in the 4s yesterday, so you saw those. So we can kind of bypass that because we kind of showcased that here recently. So we'll just go slightly above. Let's see. A lot of people like the 3,000 plus square feet. Here's one for 580. Highland Homes.
Highland, yeah.
You know, and that's a highly sought after Highland home.
Yep. So that is just a rendering too.
It's a rendering.
So
correct.
they're showing the model home here.
Yeah.
But what you could do with that home. It looked like it had a little movie theater in it.
And we sold a lot of Highland homes in the community as well.
Yeah.
And so this one is 3,100 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths.
Looks like the lot's really big too.
It does, doesn't it?
It says 9,000 square foot lot, I think.
Sometimes every now and
Up
then
above,
they'll
up
put lot
above.
dimensions
It was up
here.
in the criteria.
Yeah, that's right here.
Yeah.
9,000, 9,300. So it's a good size lot.
Almost a double lot right there.
Sometimes right here they'll put the
So
survey.
this is, oh yeah, look at that lot, kind of corner lot right
So
there.
there's
Really
the
nice.
driveway, there's the back, and you absolutely can fit a pool back here.
Yeah. And that, so they're showing all the colors and stuff. So that one you would have opportunity to kind of choose your colors and all that.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to see that because it hasn't, you can't see it on the picture, so at least you can kind of see the trim package.
And that trim package, so is that stuff you're doing with the clients who are, building more from not either dirt or one of these homes that's just starting.
And depending on the builder, I mean they do have designers that will kind of help you color coordinate with that.
Yeah.
To put those packages together, and then you kind of see what works.
Yeah, they probably don't overwhelm you. They probably have a few
Yeah. So they specialize in that. Sometimes you don't want us out there designing it because then we take it personal,
Yep, exactly. Let's go.
But we do give ideas for resale. We're like, hey, this would work better. Don't go with the solid black countertops.
Yeah, don't do that. What about kind of like your high end, And they did, I think they saw they had 80
That's
foot
what's
lots.
amazing about this subdivision. You go from the mid threes, really, somewhere around that 300 to 400 range.
Yep.
And it goes all the way up into the millions.
Yeah.
And so that's really nice. You got a good variety in the neighborhood.
Yep, for sure. And we saw on our last weekend video, those homes in the low to mid 400s, and you're still getting upwards of 5-bedroom homes.
Yeah. So your highest one right now is 1.3.
Yep.
And that's going to be your Highland home. That's that French style. No, that French it was the French Dutch or
something like that.
Dutch
modern
style house.
Dutch modern.
Yeah.
And it was right next. The model
modern
home's right
Dutch.
next to the pickleball courts.
Yes, the modern Dutch style.
Yeah, that's that one with the super tall ceilings, cool layout. It's got the back room with like little art room in the laundry room.
It's 4,700 square feet. It's
11,000 square
pretty much
foot.
a quarter-acre lot.
Sheesh.
It's 6 bedrooms, 6 full baths, and 3 half baths. So if you're somebody who's really looking for toilets, we got a product for you.
We got 6 of them bad boys for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is honker, and that's over in its own kind of private section too, which is really nice.
It is, and then here's another one by Highland Homes, 1.1.
Yep.
Again, 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 3 half baths.
Click on that bad boy. Let's see it.
That's going to give you the white brick.
Oh man,
that is actually the inside of the house.
That baby's clean, shining like a diamond. Yeah, that's cool. Keep going through. They have that little look at the double slider too.
Yep.
Come on with it.
A double split slider.
Man, you ain't got muscles for a double slider. Just a single.
Bro, then we just both take one. You grab one, I grab one.
Oh, we could get the
Look at that gold trim. Is that not popping?
Hey, and that's cool too. I mean, it comes with the mirrors, the sconces already. That's really nice.
Look at that shower. I mean, that thing is massive.
Boy, you get lost in there.
So you have a shower head over here and then one on the opposite end.
So big, you got to pay property taxes on that shower. Big old closet. Let's go back. That's that laundry.
Where are you?
Or is that like a media room type thing? Or it's an office?
Study.
Yeah, it's an office.
That's the office. It's got French doors. That's the upstairs.
Yeah, that is a really
They've already
nice
done
home.
the stairs, so you get a lot of the upgrades in there versus carpeted and having to change it out afterwards.
Yep. We mentioned this in the video, but there are 2 different community pools in this. Obviously, this new one and then the existing one, correct? And they get access to both?
They do.
Gotcha. Yeah, and we saw people driving golf carts around, cruising around. There's some big parks. There's a lot going on in this whole area right here.
This is a nice modern style at 819 by Newmart.
Yeah, Newmark's got some really cool layouts. They do things a little different. Man, that is stunning.
Yeah, so they have that nice modern feel to it.
So that looks like it's going to be just like the model home that we walked. Yep.
And they do some slight customizations. They attempt to accommodate.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So your overall take on on Elyson, the master plan community. As for, just being Katy ISD, being a Katy master plan community, it's a place. Maybe compare it to, we got to go like Sunterra. Like, is there differences in them and like what people have said?
It's two different. I mean, even though they're close to each other, Sunterra has the lagoon. However, this has more of an appeal. I think it's more. It's established. You see the reputation of it. It's close to the 99. It's closer to the shopping. You're not further back out,
right.
And the homes are different. Even though you have some of the same builders, you saw that they're building up to $1 million. They're not building up to $1 million Sunterra. So you get a lot of nice builders in Sunterra, but you get the price point as well.
Yep, for sure.
Where this right here, you get a variety of everything, plus well-established and more schools in the community.
And the schools are done. That makes life simple, JoJo. Yeah. Man, it's nice when them
kiddos. So
it's
a choice, which one weighs its pros and cons.
Yep. And if you are someone out there who loves the Toll Brother product, wants to be in Katy, this is a great opportunity, and you will literally be able to see the schools, all of them, from your section there too. Very special thing coming soon. Make sure you guys are calling us too, because JoJo can get right in line with them and get you hooked up with that. But if Elyson is not the spot for you, again, every single Wednesday, we break down all these suburbs, master plan communities, cities in more detail than you're going to find. I do want to invite you, if you check out originalhoustontexas.com, we have the only website out there with an interactive map. You can click on any suburb in every video we've ever shot. That's a comment we get a lot is, man, you guys have all the best videos, but it's hard to find the sections. So if you just go originalhoustontexas.com, JoJo brought it up. We have that interactive map. Now, if you're focusing
in right here, see, you just kind of hover over here.
If you focus in on one area, you click it, and then all of our videos for that section will populate. So we definitely invite you guys to go there. We had JoJo, guess what?
What's
last
that?
week? 615 different page visits there. So a lot of people are using that website. It is free to you guys. It's the #1 resource for people moving, relocating here. We want you guys to use the heck out of it. And in the meantime, you guys got to get a hold of us. That's the one thing we love more than anything. Use that number, use that email, contact us wherever you're at in your relocation to Houston, Texas. And these videos right here, JoJo, that is our entire playlist of mapping your move. If you really want to know the ins and outs of these different suburbs, check on that playlist, watch all those videos. It's going to help you with your move, I promise you. And until the next one, we'll catch you later.
Later.